Hello loves, welcome to Fifth Dimension. I hope you're doing good today. Thanks for joining me. So this is going to be a collective reading. I did want to just tap into some good vibes, okay? And like I tend to go into, and for whatever reason, that's always what I pick up on, just like in general, like even like in and around my life, like with people I meet, like the first thing that like my intuition zones into is to like the deep shit, like people's wounds. So I'm going to try to just keep this one good vibes, specifically to uplifting your energy, okay? So hopefully the guides come through in that way. Watch them come out with towers. Just kidding. No, I'm trying to keep it good vibes. So obviously guidance messages, anything that needs to come through. Messages for the collective energies. Got one. We have card 22, set your course, know where you wish to go, have a plan, the right direction. 22 might be significant. And then we have card 40, keeping up, immense effort, advance. I feel like you may think or feel or sense, and sometimes like the loss of time, maybe like feelings of frustration with the way things have played out, and feeling like you've invested, sorry for Charlie, yeah, there she goes. Feeling like you invested a lot of your time and ended up nowhere. So like done a lot of traveling, put a lot of mileage on your vehicle, and then having to just like find a dead end and turn all the way around and head all the way back. So you're just like, I just wasted all this time. I just wasted all this gas. I feel shortchanged is the word that I'm getting. I really feel like there's no such thing, because I'm seeing like flashes of, while there may have been a lot of sad or troubling or confusing or challenging experiences down that road, or any roads just in general, right? Like where you've put out energy and then not had a return, essentially not had the outcome that you wanted, is really what I'm trying to say. But I'm seeing that like vulture card from the deck from the other day, and I remember it said vulture spirit, and it says nothing is ever wasted, or nothing is wasted, something like that. And that's strongly what I'm getting on this, like the need to understand that life is the journey. Life is the journey, not the destination. And so any aspects of feeling like this and that, like regrets, to be honest, serve really no purpose, because they don't change anything. I just saw 333. This is the only thing, positive thing that can come from the realization of regretful energy is change. Realizing that you do things differently, right? Given a similar or exact same outcome. I mean, exact same situation, not outcome. I feel like that's strongly something you're, okay, I'm just going to say this is like the main energy for right now. This is not the good vibes yet. I feel like this is the main like current energy, like feeling like, you know, just a reevaluation. I'm seeing like stocking up at a gas station with like snacks, fueling up, stretching your legs, being like, damn, okay, here I go again. Like I just went all the way down there and now I'm nowhere near. But again, there's that energy coming through, a strong guidance message of life is the journey. So the doing, the today, the right now, 444. I just saw the the right now. You, whoever's listening to this, taking time to sit with me or whatever it is that you're doing. I like to clean and watch, and not watch because I don't watch them. I'll listen to tarot readings if I do listen to them. So I'll be like cleaning with my headphones, listening to readings. But regardless, like the decisions that you make, like this, the right now, in the present, is. That's what it is. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? The experience. So to not, and I feel like that's what you're doing. I feel like when you catch yourself, I can see like a person being like, no, like taking a look around at themselves and being appreciative of what's around them. For example, Charlie, who might jump on this table, just beware. She's lurking. She's a lurking. There we go. I'm so appreciative of Charlie. Like, side note, if you don't have the time, just tap. But I'm so appreciative of Charlie because when she showed up, I had Jess. She's a COVID kitty, quarantine cat, because we were in quarantine just here at home. And like 2 weeks before she showed up, I had just taken in a kitten. So did she move the light? I feel like things got darker. Hold on. OMG. Sorry, I had to stop. Charlie, don't. She was about to jump on the table again. The light, like it's like a up, bright, down, low. Like it lowered itself. Like I went back and looked at the video and it literally, because I thought it was Charlie, but no, yes, she did make it shake. But then it started to like lower in the dimness on its own. That was trippy. Anyways, I was telling a story. So Chalubi was here first. So I was just like, I can't take on another cat because I already had Luna. I had both my dogs. And so I had officially 4 pets and my child and my mother to take care of. And I was like, I can't take another cat. But I was still feeding her and having her outside. And then I ended up taking her to go get fixed, and then she had issues with that, so I ended up having to bring her indoors to treat her for almost a month. I had to take her to the vet and everything, like, so I already had her inside for a whole month, and I just ended up keeping her. And I'm so grateful for her because Chalubi's no longer with us, and neither is Kipper. But she literally, my house would be so boring if it wasn't for Charlie, because Luna's the boringest cat ever. She just lays around and she's just too queen, you know, for doing stuff. And then Chloe likes to just sleep and stuff. She only does fight every now and then with Charlie. They like to wrestle each other and steal from each other. It's funny. Anyways, I'm gonna continue with the reading. But yeah, I'm grateful for my Charlie. She's literally like my shadow. Everywhere I go, she's like an obsessed little stalker. I want to get some trait cards also. So these will be like, I don't know, whatever, we'll just see. Mysterious. It's funny. Why do I keep feeling like the lighting keeps changing? Am I tripping? Every time I look at the screen, it looks different. Maybe it's because Charlie keeps moving the light. All right. We have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Card number 19, express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. Card number 46, spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other. Card number 47, physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. Okay, this is giving different vibes. I don't know what this is. We have traits of yourself. Funny, warm. This is how you're being perceived at this time. Gentle, curious, very mysterious, and wise is the energy of how you're being perceived by the people around you now. I do feel like there's this like fairly new energy. It almost feels like bubbling. You know what I saw? Always something ridiculous, right? You know, when I laugh, it's going to be something stupid. The Wizard of Oz, the Wizard of Oz, you know, like when she comes and she's like inside a pink bubble and then all of a sudden it expands and then she's there. I saw that. And so blessings that should arrive in a pink bubble. Just kidding. But no, I'm really seeing, okay, so this whole reading is sort of taking the vibe of a journey, because that would absolutely connect with the Wizard of Oz, right? And trying to gain somewhere and then realizing at the end she was just like, wait, like this whole time I was trying to get home, but really like you all connected with me and we, you know, had some adventures, and this was actually like very, you know, a good experience despite it not being anything that I intended to experience. And I feel like you're giving, your energy right now is giving very Wizard of Oz. But it feels exciting. It feels hopeful. It feels, for some of you, there's like very strong, deep connections coming in for you. And so I am getting like intimacy, because obviously all these cards are about coming together. And it's just, it feels new. It feels fairly new. It feels exciting. It's giving those butterfly feelings when you first start to crush on someone. It doesn't have to be that, but it's really giving that healing relationships for some of you, that you, if you're currently like already married and there's like, you know, things that have gotten in the way of the intimacy or the depth in the connection. It feels like a renewal of that. Feels very magical. It feels very, yeah, it's 1000% giving like middle school, having your first crush, can't wait to see them when you go to school tomorrow, and, you know, like maybe catch a smile, something like that. Just like that bubbling feeling, again with the bubble. For others of you, if this is not like romanticism, it could like obviously be meeting somebody new who makes you feel that way. But if that's not like on the table, like if that's not something that you're pursuing or focused on, then it can strongly just be like connections in general, like friendships, collaborative energy. So like family even, you know what I mean? Like this, like when I was first looking at these, this was giving me and Haley. Like me and Haley have been really focusing on our connection, because she reached a certain point where she used to be real open with me. Obviously as a child, I just saw 717. She reached a point where she started to shut down, and she just like, nope, there's no way. Like it's just like shut down, locked, sealed. Like her walls, man, the walls that this little girl has the ability to put up. And so for me, obviously as a mom wanting to get break those motherfucking walls down with a sledgehammer, but at the end of the day, understanding that it's got to come from her. She's got to feel safe and connected. And so there were aspects of our connection that I needed to work on to make her feel that way. Because at some point, she must have lost that feeling of closeness with me. Which, mind you, she's bigger, right? So she has more of her like space and independence now. But working on that. That's what I was getting. And then at the end, that's when I gave like the romanticism. But I can definitely resonate with this aspect of like strengthening my bond and just spending good quality time, making good memories. Fun. Lots of laughing, lots of hugs, lots of cuddles. I think I'm strongly feeling, I heard a chapter of ease. You entering into a chapter of ease, because with all the purples now that are standing out to me, it feels like there has been a lot of intentional healing that you have done. And what I mean by healing is just really addressing things that trigger you or hold you back or have hurt you, or ways in which you yourself have, disappointed yourself or not followed through, and just like being like really connected with self and really like in communication with self. I really feel that like there's a strong you and your higher self, right? Like you and your consciousness, just the part of you that connects when you're thinking, and in that realm within yourself and the communication that happens there with you. I feel like you've built a strong relationship there, and it really has like led you to a place of being able to, this is what came out in one of the pick of cards, but just feeling very in control, feeling like you have like full ability, trusting in seeing change, trusting your ability to create the life that you want, but not only it being a concept anymore. Like I feel like you're past the part where it's just a concept, like you're beginning to actually see the visible shift in your energy within and without, right? However that manifests for you in your life specifically, because for everybody that would be different. But there's a sense of being at peace after having shed a lot of stuff, just stuff, right? So this feels like skin being shed, and leaving the shed skin behind with gratitude. For some of you, I'm getting like literal cleaning out of space and shedding stuff that's around you. I don't know if that's guidance or advice, or I don't know if that's something that you've been doing, like going into drawers, going into closets, and it bringing back memories, right? But being able to release what you can so that you have space so as to create space, right? And release what you can with gratitude, with understanding that yes, those do hold strong moments, strong points of impact on your life, whatever it is that you're still holding on to as far as stuff, but being able to, again, like I said, let it go with gratitude and be hopeful for what's still left for you to experience. I think that's a strong, like I said, a chapter of ease that you're moving into, to where a lot of the bulk of the weight has been lifted off of you, and so there's more movement is what I feel, and more movement in directions that you'd like to see. Okay, let me get some tarot messages for you. I should write that down before I forget. I always end up having to watch the video because then I'll be like, wait, what was the reading about again? I always forget right away. And then I'm just like, I don't know what to put on the caption, or I don't know what to create for the thumbnail. I've been playing with Canva. I paid for 1 month and I've been playing hard with Canva. With the AI, I think it's really cute. creating the thumbnails that way. Okay, the world, the Three of Wands. What else? The Eight of Wands. Yeah, it's giving movement. It's giving exactly what I said. Just like that hopeful energy. This is you gassing up at the gas station, stretching your legs, getting ready to go some more. The Eight of Wands. Wind beneath your sails. The world is giving, yeah, that release that I said. There's still aspects of, I can feel it. There's still aspects of things that you are dissecting, healing, growing. I don't know, some vulnerable energies coming through. But I don't want to go into that. This is a good vibes read. But I feel this little melancholy. But I do feel it's like a... Is that what came out the last time? The bittersweet. There's like this bittersweet melancholy. Because there's just... Despite stuff that's making you feel melancholy, there is still beauty. There's still beauty. It's like crying while watching a beautiful sunrise and being grateful to watch it, like, which I've experienced. It was the most amazing feeling to have that sadness shedding from me, but to be watching such beauty in front of me also, it felt like a blessing, you know, to be able to release at that moment. I don't know why I said that, but whatever. We have the Queen of Wands. You're shining. Your time to shine. Now, what's this Two of Swords about? Clarify the Two of Swords. The Seven of Cups. Yeah, this is about a sense of confusion in regards to the direction. You may still have aspects of that. Set your course. Know where you wish to go. Have a plan. The right direction. This is essentially what this specific deck always gives me, is like they're trying to figure out a way. Like this one's like, okay, well, the map says, and this person's like, well, no, it's actually just right there if we just jumped. Let me get specific guidance for this. This feels different. I feel like, no, don't talk. Okay. What is the guidance in regards to this energy of direction and confusion in regards to direction? We have the Three of Cups, we have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Four of Wands. Oh no. The guidance is to not even worry about it. To just make sure that you are moving. Make sure that you are moving towards anything that feels fulfilling. And you will, like, once it begins to stop feeling fulfilling, then shift it. Once that doesn't fulfill, then shift it. And just, like, keep moving based off of that. The guidance is to just not stop. To not block yourself from moving anywhere because you're just too stuck trying to figure out what the right thing is. Okay? Because that's taking away, that's precious time that cannot be regained. Where's the clock? Where's the clock? Remember the time? Keeping up, immense effort, advance. Specific on moving forward, advancing. As long as you're moving in the direction of what is fulfilling to you, there's no such thing as it being wrong. Now, mind you that it could end up in situations where you go, and then, like I said, at some point it's a dead end, and then you gotta reroute. But that's okay, because that's life. There's no such thing as a one road, one direction thing. LOL, that's a band, right? Okay, so there is a such thing as one direction, but not in this case. Just kidding. Yeah, so long as you keep moving, so long as you don't allow confusion of what the right thing be, so long as you try. So yeah, I'm hearing the Ashanti. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again. Yeah, that's what your guides want you to know. They want you to dust yourself off and keep trying no matter what. So long as you continue doing that, you're right on course. You're right on track. No such thing as being behind time. No such thing as being anything, because everything is what it's all about. As long as you're doing something versus just like staying in the same old. And now I'm hearing the song 9 Inch Nails. Every day is exactly the same. It's just like, so long as you're changing, moving, doing what's fulfilling, you know what I mean, then it is what it is. It's just, I do really quickly want to say, like, thank you for those of you who watch my readings and comment and stuff like that, because I just had like a little reflection in saying that I always like will have moments where like I'm so quick to forget like where I was a year ago, 2 years ago, and when I'm reminded of my previous situation and what my mornings looked like and what my days consisted of and what I did or didn't have time for, it's like sometimes I'm so quick to like not reflect or not have, like just in the midst of things, it's so easy to be like, oh, everything sucks. Me always. But then realizing like you have so much beautiful blessings around you, like the way that I get to wake up every morning, the way my things are in ease, the way that I decide everything in my life, everything, you know what I mean? Which at first used to be scary for me, to be in charge and responsible for every little aspect of not only myself but all of those who I'm responsible for, and having to run around like a chicken with my head cut off in order to maintain that. Now I'm finally reaching a place. So that's why I have gratitude for those of you that show up, because this is a huge part. This is a huge part of what I'm grateful for, because it's something that I find very fulfilling. Absolutely very fulfilling. I had always, like for years and years, I used to have a friend that I was really close to, and I used to always tell her, like, I know that I meant to do something that is fulfilling for me in a way that's like I can be creative, I can be expressive of myself, I can just be me fully without having to mask and pretend and follow little rules and be, like just putting a show, right? And I wanted to be able to do that and be able to support myself and be able to do it in a way that helps others with some spiritual aspect to it. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck that is, but that was years ago. I was just like, I don't see how that's possible, but that's like my dream. And the realization that everything that I have created since then is literally, it's not fully there yet, but so many pieces of that life that I envisioned for myself many years ago, so many of those pieces are in place finally. And I can see all those pieces in place of this little solid foundation that I've been building for myself. And now it's just to continue growing the foundation that I've built of all of that, being able to be creative, expressive myself, authentically, spiritually, help others however I can. Okay. And I'm just like, thank you for being a part of that, because whoever's watching this video right now, you're a part of that. Co-creating, right? Co-creating dreams into manifestations. And so, yeah, that is the message for you guys. I'm sorry that I talked a lot of nonsense in this, but I really just wanted to ramble, I guess. Let me get some animals. Look, we have the in-between. Embrace the in-between. That flamingo, man, always wanting to come through. The flamingo's always trying to be all up in here. All right, let's get some cute little animal messages to close off this good vibes read. Hopefully it was good vibes. Hopefully I didn't get too, like, I don't know. I don't even remember what I said anymore. I always overthink everything. Let me get another one. We have koi fish spirit, there is always enough. I'm thinking that's about time. You may feel like you're running out of time to experience this, or that. No. Take your mind out of there. Then we have card 46, Peacock Spirit. Let it shine. That's you. Remember I said you're going to shine, or I said you're shining bright, or something like that. I said that, but that's the Queen of Wands energy. That's somebody who has brilliance in their energy. It's that glow. It's that you just don't know, but it's just like that vibe, and people, you know, where they just magnetize. You just want to be around them. They're just good ass vibes. That's you. Card number 16, Coyote Spirit. Trust in divine detours. Literally, the entire reading has been about that. Is just not feeling any sort of way about anything where you may have felt detoured on your journey. Absolutely not. I always like try to show gratitude, even if things like didn't work out in the way that I like hoped or expected. I always try my best to show gratitude for, and I feel like that's what you're doing too. And I feel like that's what the coyote wants you to continue to do. But yeah, that's what I got for you, loves. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until we vibe again.